Welcome members to another weekly market update. Please as always check the other video where they talk about the overall market. Let's check in here on first of all, let's start off with a new pick I'm looking at here. There's the weekly chart ONCS. It's very inviting because it's doing that classic thing, and very early on it seems might hopefully have caught this one. See how it respects the 40 week and then breaks out on high volume, then tracks sideways into what is now a quite nicely rising 40 week as it crosses the 70 week. Nice line of support there, looking to get in around that level. It's a cheap penny stock as well, so you could just buy the stock, or a number of things to do there. And this is once upon a time been up 5 times that amount. ONCS on the daily, you can see it there. That's pretty good. I mean, I guess I could try and get in around 160, 170, that whole region there, but this is looking good, and kind of mirroring the other one that's been doing well for me, the FCEL, and you can see why, similar pattern here. And just this week actually, it was just tracking along that 40 week really nicely, and then finally hit it like a brick wall and then bounced up. That's the sort of level I was in, around there I think, and then just goes up on higher rising volume and pulls back on lower volume, so that's a nice healthy picture there, and that could really run 10 times there. Let's look at oil, because that's had a good week. There's that weekly chart. There's that long-term resistance that it broke out from, and then as I've been commentating on here, that's when I got in just there, 1183, pushing higher to 1355, and this was set for a good slow burning trade there. I took options out on it actually, and for the long-term option, and they've just on fire. That's a double money with still most of the year left to run on it. So there's the entry point, and just bouncing higher on an upwards trend. So that's good. FXB, the pound. Here's where we got in at, and still in that nice long upwards trend, doing really nicely. And as I've maintained all along, it's kind of the clue that the stock market may not have been as much as people think, because, well, not only because the weekly chart says it's fine for now, but the dollar has not been going up as people rush for safety. So it's more of just people just not buying anything. Or slowing down their buying, and that's enough to let things slip. Let's look at ANSS. I was in down here, and there it is now, still chugging along high merrily. Let's look at Tile. I was in down there, still pushing high nicely. There's nothing wrong with that one. What else have we got here? IMMU. That was the entry point, and getting on for doubling the money. And interestingly enough, just last week I was saying this could be setting up for another entry point, because if you look at the weekly chart here, it's just been bouncing along and coming back to the 40 week, almost coming to the station for another go. So here's where we will that was my entry point here, and you see how it's stepping up the whole way up. Here we go, and here we go again, and comes down. As I said last week, that was an impossible entry point, and up she goes this week. So looking really good. I mean, here's an example of something where using this system, if you'd have gotten on that first step, you'd be triple your money right now. 1, 2, 3, giving you a chance to get on board each time. What else do we have here? Let's look at DQ. So DQ's entry point was around here, and jumps up, and then it's coming a little bit down heavy volume here. So I'm not sure what happened there. Might have been earnings, but anyway, there's the entry point, and it's still good. There's nothing. If it doesn't get below that line of support, then it's fine. It's a shame, because I had a nice run, and then pull back there. So we'll see what happens next. But otherwise, that's fine. What else do we have here? RDNT. This one was just beautiful. As you know, there's that classic thing I look for: sideways into a rising 40-week moving average, and then boom, as if it was a brick wall, up, holding the high ground, and easily a 50% gain off just if you had stock alone on that one. And there's nothing wrong with it, as it just consolidates up there. So I think that is, let's have a quick look at gold. Gold is stuck in a resistance, support and resistance. There's the support, and I commentated on to actually buy it there for a quick trade, and there it was. So there's support, there's resistance, and that's fine because the longer it holds above its 200-day, the more that the 200-day is going to start pointing up. So it's not chaotic like it was before. It might actually be warming up for some kind of uptrend, and we can see the 40-week there curling upwards. Still got some work to do, but I'm hoping that that could actually be something meaningful for gold. But there's that line. Needs to get above 128. GLD, which is the proxy for gold, needs to definitely get above 128. There's that line. You can see the touches, and it's tried a couple of times and failed, and this week it tried again and failed. So there's real resistance at that level. So that means it will be very significant if it can break out above that level. Okay, that's all for now, and I will speak to you in the cryptocurrencies.